Well, wait a little bit. Hey guys, it is Claudia from Hands to Paws. And what's up? What's up, dog? Hanging out with the dogs. But I am on my way to the salon, but I am not at the salon. I am with a bunch of old English sheepdogs and a doodle. And we are at Jerry's personal Isis in his backyard with a trainer, and her name is Natalia. If you caught my live on Friday, today is Monday at the salon. By the way, stay tuned because I'm going to talk about ears and rainy season in Florida. But if you were on my live, on Friday, I mentioned that there is a military trainer in the area who's about to open up a facility. And I have vetted her thoroughly. She is a vet. And when I say vetted, I don't mean vetting as in vet, but she happens to be a military dog trainer. She does the most amazing things like drug dogs and human trafficking dogs. And if that doesn't catch your interest, wait, we have way more to come because this girl jumps out of airplanes with dogs. And I'm going to introduce Natalia. Say hi, Natalia.
Hello.
And then I'm going to leave beautiful Natalia on camera. You can see yourself,
Yep.
right? And Natalia, will you tell us just how you met? You came into Hands to Paws.
Yep.
What was your experience there?
Oh, it was great. So I came in and had a client dog there and that was being groomed, and we worked on a little bit of healing and a little bit of sitting. And then we also worked on crate training, which is a huge deal when you have a dog. I am a firm believer in every dog needs to know how to crate train. It's very important for you to crate train your dog.
Especially if you go to the vet or the groomer.
Right.
Or if you have anybody with a little separation anxiety.
Absolutely.
Because separation anxiety, if you guys don't know, is destruction. It's just destruction. It means things are getting destroyed. And Natalia, will you tell us a little bit about your military dog training?
So I've been a dog trainer for about 24 years now. So I started out coming to this country from Germany, and I started with that Lackland Air Force Base is where they send all of their trainers. And so I went out there and I got fully certified as a handler. And then I got more and more interest in being the person that trains the dog and the handlers. So then eventually I went out on my own and found facilities that train for that. And then I started actually importing and training the military dogs myself and the handlers. So I work with ATF, DEA, Sheriff's Department, City Department, and then I work with sex trafficking dogs. So I do tracking dogs, I do drug dogs, sex trafficking, I do bomb dogs. Explosive dogs are my absolute favorite, of course, because we do a lot of that in the military. And I'm very fascinated with it. I just love it. It's my biggest passion. And so I do a lot of different types of training, but I will definitely say explosives is my favorite.
Girl!
I like the chance that I could be blown up at any minute. So I tell people I play with puppies and bombs all day. It's a great career.
So unusual. This is so unusual.
And I stand at about 4'11". So when I show up places, they're like, really? This chick is going to handle some bombs and dogs. Most of the time the dog outweighs me, but I'm able to handle the dog quite well and impress some of the people that are, not used to seeing a small woman be able to handle such a big dog.
I bet and the sex trafficking dogs too.
Right.
They're not expecting they're not expecting a Natalia.
No, and they're absolutely not expecting a woman. A lot of times you see that's a very male dominated field. And what we do is we train the dogs on flash drives. So these days, how these people are working the sex trafficking is they're putting these women on these flash drives. And on the flash drives, you're finding pictures of women, where they're held, where the different houses are. So when we go in and bust a sex trafficking house, we're able to find those flash drives. So I imprint the dog on a flash drive, and then I go into these houses. We find these flash drives, and then we find the other women, and we're able to prosecute these dirt bags with that flash drive. Every picture, they go to jail for a certain amount of time, depending on the state. They get a certain amount of time for every picture of every woman that they've kidnapped, sex trafficked, where they're holding them, how much they paid for them. So we're getting all these good information off of these flash drives. And these sex traffickers are getting very handy and very clever on where they're hiding them. But my dogs are still finding them.
Now, if that doesn't catch your interest, I don't know what Well, I would be.
And that is a volunteer position only. I'm not paid for that. That is a passion of mine. Being from another country and having women in my village sex trafficked has always been a huge passion of mine and something that I want to stop. And if I can do anything volunteer wise to be able to help sex trafficking stop, I would love that. I mean, because these women are traumatized for the rest of their life, and these men don't get nearly enough jail time for what they do to these women. And it ruins their life, and they have to rebuild their life, and it's very hard to come back from that.
And sad.
Very sad.
And very
it's
sad.
Super sad. You know, they're separated from their family, thinking they're coming to America to be a nanny or to, you know, work, and then they're put into the sex trafficking trade, and it's horrible. And their family knows nothing about it, and they can't talk to their family. They can't get away from them. Their only help is when they're busted and when the cops come in and save their life. So
wow. So we're gonna end that there, because if you're not interested in Natalia at this point, nothing's gonna make you interested. How amazing is she? Huh? Thank you, Natalia. I so appreciate it. Natalia is training in our area. That is Jazzy. If you follow Hands to Paws and Miss Cinnamon Doodle, because we're the doodle capital of the world.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
Yes, we are.
And follow us were you fascinated by that, guys? I know. This is going to get a lot of reviews, and I'm going to make sure that when I discuss this further with Natalia, that we have those clips and you'll hear me talking about it. So you're going to follow a journey. I'm so fascinated by Natalia, and I've been in the dog industry since I was 19. I'm literally being her assistant to train dogs. So I'm absolutely at no charge. I helping her to ensure that these two Old English sheepdogs, Elijah and Jazzy, both males, one 9 months, how old is Jazzy now?
Yes,
Three?
he's 3.5.
3. Wow, he's 3.5. Wow, like that. Jesus, Jazzy grew up at Hands to Paws. So having a trained background myself, I'm definitely fascinated in this journey and making sure that these two have a successful home life. But more importantly than that, of learning starts and never ends, guys. Remember that with your dog. So when you're looking for a good trainer, Natalia, first of all, I recommend Suncoast Service Dogs if you're looking for therapy dogs, because we love her. But Natalia is my second recommendation in this area. But Natalia is going to talk to you a lot about vetting. You know how I talk to you all the time about vetting your groomer? She's going to talk to you about vetting your trainer, which is, Natalia said she came in, she talked to the salon. She didn't tell us who she was. She came in as a customer. She decided whether she would even do business with us, with her customer's dog. So what she was doing was vetting her stylist. And as a trainer, when she came over here, I came over and I was vetting her to see if she and right on point. In fact, I was so fascinated. I asked if I would be her assistant so she would do the lives with me so I could bring you that education. All right, guys, hang on tight because I'm going to the salon. It's Muddy Monday. Hope you enjoyed the rain here in Florida. Welcome to Liquid Sunshine. If you're not from Florida, we have lots of liquid sunshine to offer you here. And I will be going live again from the salon. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you soon. Bye from Jerry's Oasis.
You like it? I like it. You like it.